have Luke Jones. I'm going to take some credit. I told Luke's dad a long time ago, I said, Luke will be the highest rated recruited kid in this class. And I said, because he's got size and he's got great feet and he's athletic for such a big guy. And I don't get him right a whole lot of time, but I was pretty good about that one. I didn't know the extent of where he would be able to go based off. I didn't know, how his test scores would be, but then he goes and does an outstanding job there. And with the PA background and education, it certainly helped him achieve what he needed to really open up avenues to the Ivy Leagues and to places like Notre Dame as well as Arkansas. The thing that stands out to me about this process is for Luke is he was in a situation where he's committed to Arkansas. We don't like people to, I tell a kid, when you commit. And I probably mean it maybe too strongly sometimes. And I just think committing's like a marriage. And when he said he would commit to Arkansas, I said, then you're not going to change. Well, when Arkansas lost their coach, Coach Bielema, that was tough for Luke, and they weren't allowed to call the recruits for a couple of weeks. And while everybody on the outside is like, oh, Luke gets a scholarship to Arkansas, they don't know how tough it is on the back side. You don't know who's going to be there. You don't know if they're going to want you anymore. You don't know anything. And he came and said, I'm thinking about decommitting, and talked through the process. And I said, I do support you in that, because it's not the same Arkansas that you committed to. And if you want to go back there, but this is a big decision, it's going to affect the rest of your life, probably who you marry, maybe where you live, the job you have, the contacts you make, and it's a big decision, so you need to do it for the right reasons. And Notre Dame came calling, you went up there and fell in love with it instantly. And the most marvelous fact is Notre Dame, they don't have any lower requirements for football players than they do the other students. You've got to have high test scores, high character, a lot of community service, a lot of things to get into Notre Dame. And they didn't even blink when we sent Luke stuff to them. They're like, oh, this kid's in automatically. And talk about making a coach feel proud. And more proud of the fact that Luke wanted to please the people in the state of Arkansas. It's hard to leave Arkansas when you're allowed to become a Razorback, when they've asked you to become a Razorback. And he went ahead and made the hard decision. And we talked to kids in all sports about making tough decisions, and he made the tough decision that he thought was the right decision. And as long as you're doing what's right, you're always going to be fine. And I know that then Notre Dame lost a coach. And we were kind of back to square one, and it was a tough process. And Luke remained steady. He represented us extremely well. He was talking to the coaches and did all the right things with all the coaches that were recruiting him. And at the same time, I got to watch him just become a man in that whole thing, because it was tougher than we could describe to you guys. And I don't know if Luke would want me telling you all that, but I want you to know, when you sit up here, it's not all fun and games. There's a lot of drama behind the scenes and a lot of teary times and things like that. Luke, I couldn't be more proud of the way you handled it, the way you represented it. And I'm proud of what you did on the football field, but I'm more proud of the way you represent us. And I can't wait for you to go to Notre Dame. I'm proud of you for making that tough decision. And at this time, Luke and his one touchdown run, just like Allen, are going to take his talents, as they say, to the University of Notre Dame.
Thank you, everyone who came out today to show love to me and my boys who are signing to play college football. Man, this is crazy. We've been thinking about this day since 5th grade, and now we're all up here doing it. And I wouldn't be up here today if it weren't for God and my amazing family. Mom, thank you for always praying with me, cooking for me all the time, and being my biggest fan. Dad, thank you for holding me accountable, making sure I never missed a workout, and making me the man I am today. Mallory, thank you for jumping on last-second planner rides with me, go to colleges all across the nation, never complaining about it once. Cole, thank you for challenging me in just about everything and making me a competitor. Coach Kelly, Coach Amsler, the whole football staff, and all of my teammates, thank you for showing me what it's like to win, for pushing me in practice, and for believing in me when sometimes I didn't believe in myself. It's been a blessing to be able to play for you guys and with you guys. Miss Shu, thank you for helping me survive high school and making sure I was always on top of my academics. To all my friends, Thank you for being so supportive during this process. I could always count on you guys for advice, and when I was unsure where I wanted to go, you guys would talk through it with me. And lastly, shout out to my D1 trainer, Marshall. He's getting me right and ready for college football. Without all of you guys, I wouldn't be standing up here today. So thank you. Go Bruins and go Irish.